Hey y'all, what is up and welcome to today's vlog. So we are doing meal prep, my meal prep process from the very start all the way through to the end. I know quite a few of you were asking me as far as ideas on how I meal prep, so I'm going to be sharing with you my process and how it works for me, and hopefully it'll work for you. So today is Sunday, January 12th. I like to do my prepping, my planning on Sunday just simply because I feel like when you do it at Sunday, what your plan is going to be for the rest of the week, you are automatically setting yourself up for success. So y'all know I'm a planner. I have my, where are we? Say hello to Rocket Man. Hey Rocket Man. I have my planner right here, and I like to sit down and basically plan out everything for the week as far as, okay, like, do I need to get my nails done? What do I need to clean this week? My content. So I'll do all of that on Sundays, including my meal planning. So here's how my meal planning process works. I've got it down to a science now in my head. I have a mental note, but I have my own grocery list. I will have my grocery list link in the description box, so you guys can just go to my new and improved website. It is www.houseofamberp. I'll leave the link down there. You can click on it. It'll take you straight to my grocery list. These are things that I like to eat. So when making your own grocery list, think of foods that you like to eat. I know sometimes people think of dieting or eating healthy, it's all gross foods. It's not gross if you're eating foods that you like. I don't care how healthy something is. If I don't like it, I ain't gonna eat it, and I don't advise you to do that either. I feel like it can just make the process just so tedious, and basically you will dread it. So here's my grocery list. I will leave the link down below. You guys can take a screenshot of it, and I will post it here as well. So I always refer to my I always refer to my grocery list. Once I have my grocery list, then I'll go ahead and start planning out what foods I want to eat today. So that is what I'm about to do right now. So for today, how I like to make my list, I always separate it in categories. So I have my protein, fruit, veggies, carbs, dairy, and all that jazz. So now we are going to head out to the grocery store. Let's go. All right, so far, water, carb balance tortillas, love these. I need some peppers, Brussels, strawberries, blueberries. We got ground turkey with chicken tenders this time. Below got some socks and some disposable coffee cups because, you know, someone always forgets to bring in their coffee mug from their work truck, but whatever. That's not what this is about. What else do we need? Huh? Treats? All right, we are back home from Sam's. Let me show you all that we got. Murillo is over there about to make some oxtails. All right, so Murillo got his soda. He's got potato chips. We've got Brussels peppers, olive oil, carb balanced tortillas. I love these tortillas. They are only 70 calories, so if you like to make tacos or shrimp tacos, this is bomb for that. Plates, blueberries, strawberries. What else did we get?
Chicken and turkey.
Oh, chicken and turkey. So I have to run out. I have a massage at 3:15, but when I get back, we will do the meal prepping. Unless you guys want to learn how to make oxtail. Plot twist. What's up, guys? I'm back. So it is actually the next day after my massage. I just came home and I wanted to chill. That was my first time ever having a massage. I know, 31 years old and just now getting a massage, but I'm so glad I went because my back and my shoulder was just, she worked out all the knots. Also, y'all, I want to let you know before we start, this is going to be extremely chatty, very detailed. So if you are someone who does not like long videos, I am so sorry, but this is something where I have to talk a lot because I want to make sure that I am explaining everything perfectly for everyone to understand. There's a couple of things that I want you guys to keep in mind. First of all, like we already stated, don't eat food you don't like, okay? That is going to make the process miserable. If you don't like a certain food, do not eat it. Secondly, it is not my mission to teach anybody how to diet. That is not anything that I am interested in. That's not my wheelhouse. What I'm interested in is coaching you, helping you get your nutrition and meal prep organization on point, because even I feel like if you are on a weight loss journey, I feel like the first step is you need to really be mindful and understand what foods are good for you and what foods are not. If you can really wrap your brain around that, when it does come time to get more detailed into the calories and the macros, you'll already be on point because you know what foods to eat. Also, be mindful, be intuitive of how you feel when you eat certain food. Alright, so first things first, let's come up with our plan. So we have our grocery list, we went grocery shopping, we know what foods we're eating. Next up, figure out for you what meals are going to be the most important. For me, my most important meals are going to be my midday, just simply because I cook my breakfast every morning, and either most of the times I'm blessed, I know I'm lucky, Lo will cook dinner so I don't have to worry about that. Everyone's lifestyle is different. Find out what is most important for you. For me, it's going to be those midday meals. Those meals for when I'm in salon working or when I'm home working, I need to grab something. So that is what my main focus is. So we're going to be doing chicken and ground turkey. I feel like I've briefly gone over these before in the past. We're just going to get a little bit more in depth. So I just wanted to show you guys what my fridge looks like, because I don't want anyone to ever get the idea of, oh my gosh, she's so strict, she doesn't eat anything that's not healthy. No guys, I do 80% healthy and then 20% whatever you want. Alright, so welcome to my fridge. I'm showing you this because I want you guys to see like what my fridge looks like, what we keep in here, and also that guess what? We are human beings. I don't necessarily believe in balance because, let's be honest, life isn't always necessarily balanced, but everything should work together in harmony. So you can see we've got some fruit, we've got some chicken, ground beef, we've got spinach, turkey, sausage, eggs. Come down here, this is our protein. We've got rice, we've got some garlic, one of my mom's probably bottled of water. In the back there, you see that we got chocolate, we got cookies. Once you get down here, Murillo's got some Coke. I've got some hard seltzers, wine. There's some beer back there, egg whites. And here we've got cheese, and I hide my chocolate back there. Alright, so here we have our ground turkey. It's lean, 93.7% fat. And then over here, I've got chicken tenderloins. Typically, I've been doing chicken breast, but I was like, I want to switch it up. I am not on prep right now. I'm in improvement season, so I am being a little bit flexible as far as what I'm eating. So we shop at Sam's, as you can see. This is a lot of food. Sorry, a lot of meat. So I have 2 of these. What I'll do is I'll put one in the freezer, and then I'll make this one, and same thing, I'll split this, I'll put the other half in the freezer. Now for me, when I'm prepping my chicken, I typically eat chicken only in the morning, just simply because I was eating eggs, but I found out that eggs was the culprit for me having issues with my digestion, constipation, and cramping. For some reason, eggs just don't work well with me. I didn't realize that until after my prep. I don't like eggs, so therefore eggs weren't something that I was eating before preps, so that I would know I kind of had an intolerance to it, if you will. So I eat my chicken in the morning, and then sometimes midday I might have it too. I am someone who basically in the morning and middays I eat the same things. I'm not bothered by that. I know that might be very boring to some people. If you are someone who needs a variety, there is nothing wrong with that. What I would recommend doing is prepping all of your proteins. So whether you be doing ground turkey, chicken, ground beef. I do also eat tilapia as well, but I don't prep that because it's frozen. It takes maybe 15 minutes to make as well, so that is something else that is also on my diet as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I prep my chicken. I feel like people get bored a lot with chicken, so my advice for chicken is make it in different ways. So I have 3 ways that I'll make it. I will either do it in my crock pot, my air fryer, or my little griddler. It's like a little grill. Right now my little griddler is the weapon of choice. I have been loving it, and I have found that just prepping my food in 3 different ways, just kind of rotating it, really helps, because y'all know it's easy to get sick of chicken. It's very easy. So alright, so here is the little griddler. This was probably the best wedding gift that Lou and I got last year. So this is what it looks like, and it has these little things right here. Oh, hang on, I can't get it. Okay, so these little things here, we have different ones. We have one that's like a waffle maker, so that's cool if you want to switch it out. So I'm just going to go ahead and heat this up, put it on grill on high, and then we will get into how I like to season my chicken. All right, y'all, so I've got my chicken in my bowl here. Please excuse my angles. Lo is not here to help me, so I'm just trying to make it do what it do. So since I've got little chicken tenders here, typically if it was a chicken breast, I would go ahead and slice everything in half, but since not, I just put it all in a bowl, and now I'm going to pick my choices for seasoning. You should not be cutting salt. Hold on. Let me... Right there. Okay. You should not be cutting salt unless you are someone that has a very specific health challenge and you have to have a low sodium diet. Absolutely do that. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily that you need to go crazy heavy with the sodium. Be mindful of it. But if you don't have any health issues, do not cut salt. Your body needs it. It is a mineral. It is not bad for you. It becomes bad for you when you are using too much of that. So for seasoning, this is just what I like to use. I'm into spicy things now during my prep, I guess because I felt like I was stripped of everything towards the very end. I started using the Mrs. Dash. That is my favorite choice for seasoning my meat. So I will use the Mrs. Dash extra spicy, which I am running out of. The Mrs. Dash chicken. This one is good, the grilled chicken one. And then I will use my secret weapon, Hidden Valley ranch seasoning. And it's so funny because I don't like ranch dressing. I think it's gross. Yeah. But I love using the seasoning to cook. So these are going to be my 3 seasonings that I use for my chicken. All right, so we're gonna go with our extra spicy. Let's kind of mix that up here. I hate touching raw meat. Is anyone else like that? It is gross. If I did not need to eat meat, if I were someone who didn't need meat, I would be a vegetarian. But I have tried being a vegetarian before, and my body was like, nope, we can't do that. So and I wouldn't want to be a vegetarian just for health reasons. I would want to be a vegetarian just because I care about the animals. In fact, when I was a kid, for a little bit, I had a phase when I wouldn't eat meat. And I know my mom hated me because I was a very, very petite kid. Just skin and bones, not much to me, so. And of course, y'all, use seasonings that you like. You do not have to use and do everything that I do to a T. This is just what works for me, and hopefully you can find something in here and take away. You know what I mean? It's just use me as a guide. And yes, our grill is ready. Okay, so the grill is ready. Once the green light comes on, that lets me know that it's ready. And okay, next up I'm going to take some olive oil cooking spray, and I'm just going to give it a little spray. It rarely ever sticks, but I think it just helps with cooking it. Alright, so now I am just going to lay the chicken on, and see, this is super simple. All you have to do is season it and then just stick it on, and voila. Super easy. Boom. So next, all I have to do is close this, and then this light right here will turn green when it's ready. Okay, now let's talk about vegetables. So what I do is I like to buy the frozen whole green beans from Sam's Club. The reason why I go with frozen is because sometimes with fresh vegetables, if I can't get to them fast enough, they end up spoiling, and then I've wasted my money, and I don't like wasting my money or food. So what I will do is, with the green beans, I will open it, and then I will just go ahead and pour a little into my container that I'm taking to work that day, stick it in the refrigerator, and then once it's time to heat it up, it's good to go. Whenever I'm meal prepping, I don't put everything in individual containers. What I do is, let's say I'll put all my protein for 1 week in some kind of storage container, and then when I'm packing up in the morning to go to work, that way I can just kind of pick and choose. So let's say if I want to have chicken, then I will just grab one of my I will just grab a plastic Tupperware container, and I will just put in what I want. I got these from Target. You can get this stuff from anywhere, Target, Walmart, Amazon. So I will just go from my big container that has all my protein in it. I'll weigh it, eyeball it, put it in here. Then I will add my green beans, frozen, put the top on it. When I get to work, stick it in the refrigerator, and when I'm ready for it, all I have to do is take it out, heat it up, and we're good to go. All right, you guys, so the green light came back on. We're gonna open it up and voila, good to go. So I'm just gonna take this out, put it over on my cutting board so they can cool off, and then I'll go ahead, put the rest of it on, then we'll move on to the ground turkey. All right, so the chicken is all done. This actually isn't all of it. I'm about to eat some. Well, I already have it ready to go. I am having a late breakfast, so I have 4.5 ounces of chicken breast with spinach, mozzarella cheese, and taco sauce, and then I have a half a cup of oats with raisins, stevia, and sugar-free syrup. All right, so tummy is full. I ate my breakfast. Chicken is done. I'm going to store it in here, and then as I need it, I will just grab it. Next up, we're going to move on to the ground turkey. I've already done a demo of this in one of my bikini prep vlogs, so I'm just going to go through it rather quickly. So we are just going to take the ground turkey. This is 39.7%, and the only thing that I use for my ground turkey, I will use mustard, Hidden Valley Ranch, and a little bit of garlic salt. So super, super simple. Again, season it to your liking, and if you don't like ground turkey, guess what? You don't have to eat it because you are in charge of your meal plan. All right, pan is warm. I'm gonna give it a little spray of some olive oil, cooking spray here. And then we are going to jump right into, there we go. Drop that in, and then I'm going to go ahead and season. So I'm using my Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning, mustard. I love mustard, and mustard is 0 calories. And this is how I used to make my turkey burger. So, and then I'm going to grab a little bit of garlic salt. And voila, basically now we just gotta let this cook. Super, super simple, does not take long at all. And y'all, I am not someone who enjoys cooking. I enjoy cooking my own food, but I don't like making food for a bunch of people. So my husband, on the other hand, he's the foodie, he's the real cook. I just cook my food because I have to. I have goals, and in order to hit those goals, I gotta make my food. And when you are prepared, it just sets you up for success. You can't screw up if you're already prepared. Alright, so the ground turkey is all done. Now let me show you how I separate it and explain to you why. So as you can see, this is a lot of ground turkey. What I used to do before was make it all, store it in the refrigerator, and I would never get through all of this in 1 week. So here's what I do. I will separate it in two. So I have one big container here. Let me, there we are. All right, so I have one big container here. I will put the majority of it in here, and this is the one that goes in the refrigerator. The rest of it will go into a different Tupperware container, and this one will go in the freezer, so that way it doesn't go bad on me. So when I am done with the first round, all I have to do is take this one out of the freezer, and we're good to go for the next day. So a little hack if you are someone who has to prep all of your food in one day, because I know a lot of people have 9 to 5s and whatnot, or maybe you just don't have time to prep food twice during the week. So if you have to make a lot of your protein, go ahead and make it all. Save half, put it in the refrigerator, and then put the other half in the freezer, so that way you don't have to plan another day or stay up later at night trying to prep all your food. It's already done and it's good to go. Okay, so now we got the protein done. Now it's time to move on to vegetables. We already touched bases a little bit on the frozen green beans. I told you guys how I do these, and then I will just sprinkle a little bit of the garlic and herb, Mrs. Dash on it. Green beans done, easy to go. In the morning, I always have spinach and peppers with my chicken, so these are just already, just dump them in and good to go. And for right now, what we are about to make are Brussels sprouts. So this is something that is new to me. I started eating it over the holidays because my mom was here and she made it and it was really good. So I'm going to show you guys how I make my Brussels sprouts. So here's what you need. Olive oil cooking spray, minced garlic, pepper, sea salt, balsamic vinegar, and you can use mustard and honey, totally fine. But I'm going to use my Skinny Girl Honey Dijon. This is actually the salad dressing that I like, and I figured, you know what, I like the taste of this and it still has that kind of like honey mustard flavor to it, so I'm just gonna use this. So first, I'm just gonna chop them in half. This just makes it easy to cook, I think, versus having the whole thing in. You could probably cut it. Yeah, in fact, maybe we'll cut it a little bit smaller so that way it can cook all the way through and be nice and tender. And also for vegetables during the week, I will have a salad as well. I'm not really a salad girl. I have to be in the mood for it. Definitely ate a lot of salads during prep, but for the most part, I'm not really checking for a salad, to be honest. I'd much rather have green veggies. Okay, that should be enough there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spray my pan here. After I get it nice and sprayed, I'm going to go in with some mixed garlic. I have to do better as far as giving like exact amounts. I will work on that in the future. If you don't like garlic, of course, don't use it. Alright, garlic is in. Now I'm just going to go ahead and toss the Brussels in. Kind of just toss it around. I think I might need a little bit more spray. I don't want it to get dried out. Turn my stove down. So I'm just kind of mixing this all around a little bit, letting the Brussels really work into the garlic. Now I'm going to go in with some balsamic vinegar, which is great for cooking. Just gonna let that roast around in there. Obviously, when you put it in, it'll all rise up and evaporate. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of sea salt, pepper. And it's super simple, guys. Like, you don't have to use, again, what I'm using. This is just how I like to season my food, especially when I am prepping. Like, seasoning my food is everything. Diet food, healthy food does not have to be gross. In fact, I don't even like saying the word diet, because to me, diet sounds like it's something that is very, very temporary. For instance, when I am prepping for a competition, that is a diet. That is very strict, and it is for a short period of time. Don't think of your nutrition as a diet. Think of it as a healthy lifestyle change. Like, even though I'm not in competition prep, like, you still have to maintain the lifestyle. All right, now I'm going to stir in a little bit of my honey Dijon salad dressing. Again, you can use honey and mustard if you like. And you get, I love this Skinny Girl salad dressing. This is what I use whenever I do eat a salad. I get mine from Walmart. Walmart, I think it's like maybe $1.39. Super, super affordable. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a little bit of water. This is about a half a cup. Alright, and then I'm just going to let this continue to simmer because it's still hard. I want it to get a little bit softer. So I'm just going to put a top on it and let it finish cooking. Okay, y'all, so this has been simmering for about 10 minutes or so now. Basically, you want to wait until the Brussels get nice and tender. Mine are basically done. So I'm just going to go ahead, turn off my stove, and let that cool off, and guess what? All done. Alright, y'all, so that is going to complete my tips for meal prep and my whole process. I hope this was helpful for you. Again, do what works best for you. If you could take maybe even 1 to 2 things out of this and apply it to your life, then my work here is done. Our next nutrition-based video is going to be what I eat in a day. So now you've seen the whole meal prep process for me, how I do things. Now you'll get to see how I eat my meals throughout the day. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. You know the deal. Keep it simple, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Peace.